Hi, back again to the next part of the tutorial. Today we make something here from the motor. So we start. Add mesh circle. I think 24 is okay. Rotate X 90 degrees. Scale down. Then bring it in front. Then edit mode, extrude scale, extrude again, bring it to Y, front view, scale down, and close it with F. Then we take the outer ring, extrude, and bring them backward. So what you see, the difference between the original and that one is that it is round up, and that we make as a normal map later. So at first we bevel this whole things there. So we go here, Control B, bevel that here, Control B, bevel, and this here we don't need to bevel, but maybe make it Control B, a little bevel. So okay, we did that, move on it, and we have that. And later for the size, this resolution is enough. If you don't want it, make there a subdivision surface on it. Okay. So we build that now. So add mesh cube, scale down. Okay. We have that. A little bit scale. Okay. Then we bring it in front. Take the top face. Front view. Extrude. Scale in the X, and it should be going down there. So we get here this front edge and bring them down too. So we have that falling down there, and here the back can be a little bit down. So we have more that effect there. Then the whole thing has a down part with expanding on the sides. So that means we take this whole thing and get the back. So this one and this one, extrude them to this. Now must look, it is only at this point where it extruded. Okay, so we take this face and this face, and then we extrude individual, and then we can pull them out. Okay, but they should be in the front smaller than at the back. So we look from front, we take background selection, wood selection, then circle selection to get all the background with us. That we bring down and to the side, and that one is maybe too hard. That is better such, and it should be rounded up there. So we can bevel this both edges here on the side. So Control B, move away, roll the mouse, fine. Okay, we done that. We can now bevel this part and that one, that, and that. Oh, not that. So back and that. Okay. So Control B, we bevel down and roll the mouse. So we have now that, and that is nearly that, but the down part here must be smaller in the X. So we go there and get the words by border selection, scale X, and make them smaller. And maybe a little bit more in the direction. And we have original that saying build it. Good. That's good for that. So we have to do that thing here. It's simple. So add mesh circle 24 is okay, rotate X 90 degrees, scale down, then bring it in front, edit mode, extrude scale, bring it downward, should be a little bit near, such like that, and a little bit longer, so such like that. And then we take here the ring and F to close, and then we give them here a bevel on it. So Control B, move, roll, ready. Give them a smooth on. Shading arrows comes from the behind, that is sure, so make there a loop in, and done. Good, that is that one. The same one we need a little smaller, so Shift D simply and scale it. Okay, grab, bring to position. Now we need that to make a normal of that thing there. To make that, we build it. So we take here a cylinder with 32. Then we rotate X 90 degrees. That are 6 things come out. So we must find a way to get 6 points out there. So we take here only this loop from the faces and select the checker deselect. We need it near together, so we bring it there, but we need more space between them, so we get here more. We need 6. We have here a bad one that are not enough. Okay, so we make it simply manually, no problem at all. We take that here and this one and that, not that but that one, so we have 4 and it should be 6. Then we can count here. We have here 4, so we take it there. Then we count 4 and we mark 2. Then we got 4, we mark 2, we count 4, mark 2, and so on. And then we will have that effect. Good. We see that it don't fit completely because here are 4 and 1 more, so we have to undercut that. But before we extrude it individual, that is, wow, it's like the other time. So we go back, make it simply. Good. We take them out, extrude, bring up. So we bring that out, extrude, bring out. We go down to and do it. And the same on the other side. So, and we make another one that they do. So we get two normals, extrude, bring up, mark, extrude, bring up, and so on, like every time. It's boring sometimes, but it's normal. Okay, so bring them a little bit more to the same height as the other ones, that we have a similar, near to similar world here. And then we have to round up each edges there. So that means we mark all these edges there. And then we must make a normal of it. And I say directly, I don't do it today. So Control B, move, and roll. And normally we should scale them. So I take here individual origins, I take here global axis, I take here word selection with background. As a test now, I never know what happens then, but the idea is good and it can work, so we try it. And then we scale it. Yeah, and it works. That is, you must try in Blender. Don't fear. All will be good. Good. That will be our bevel object later, but we scale on the Y to get them straight to that lines. Scale Y and bring them to fit with the rest. So there, from that, we bake a normal later, and then we put that on this thing. Good, we done that. The screws we have built. Here is another type of screw. So we make them fast. We all don't know how it really looks, but we try. So mesh, circle, there 24 is really okay. And scale them down. Bring in front, edit mode, extrude, little to front, extrude scale to middle point, bring them out, not as much. Extrude scale, make there a little walling, and extrude and bring it into to get that deep effect there. But I think there's a sixer in it. So we go back, Control Z, and simply close it with F. So we have that. Our problem here at the start is we must bevel that directly, Control B, for the light effects. All happens on the topology, and if the topology is shit, all lighting will be shit, all shadows will be shit. So better do it directly. Good, we have that. We can give a smooth on it, and then we want to cut in their holes. I think that are rounded holes, and that is the 6 counted one. So we take here a 6 counted one, add mesh cylinder with 6 words, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down. That should be cut in that. So we use front view to bring them to position and give them this color red that we made to see better. That is good. It only should be cut it a little bit in, not completely through it. So we go back, set for the view, and then you see how deep we cut in. So that is okay. We go back to material mode. The rest I think that are sphere holes, so we make that. Add mesh UV sphere 32 for me is okay, and they should small ones, such like that. Yeah, good. Look from the top, jump to the object. Wow, it is into something else, that is bad. So top view, with background selection, width selection is okay, border selection with B, then delete with X, and width delete. So we have that, and we want to cut that into the object, so we make here this loop, extrude a little bit to the back, and close this whole object with F. Then we have that object that we can cut into the other one. So at first, object, apply rotation scale, same as this one and that one. So they all applied and they're ready now. So we bring them in there and give them that reddish color too, and Shift D, I place them now manually because I have bad results with this rotation spin shit. Every time one is lost and I don't want to have it again, so I make it all manually, then I know what I do. Shift D, Shift D, Shift D. Good. Now we bring them all together, but before we join these bolts there together as well, then we must apply surely their rotation scale and set we can view that we come into the material as deep as we need, and when we see we over that, that is okay. So back to material mode. That was applied, I think, so that's good. Now we can cut into it. We set the origin to geometry. We, for security, we apply again, and then the name is sphere 20. So we go to the object and take a modifier and say sphere 20. Oh, I have 8 letters. Sphere 20. Not an inset, so a difference, and apply that. Then we bring them away. We have now holes in it, So the next one is here, cylinder 9, but before we must apply the change. Apply rotation scale, then name is cylinder 9, so we take them again and say here boolean and cylinder .009. Okay, but not inset, we need difference, apply, bang, bring it back to. That is our object. Now we have shading arrows there, so we take there and add split on, and then we have built that thing there. So we can place them at the second layer by moving M to move, click on the second one, it's done. That is the thing we build it. We can grab it, bring it there, scale a little up that we see it later, and the rest we done too, so that's no problem. The other times we make the other stuff there. So see you in the next tutorial. Bye.